Alright guys, I am back with my review of this week's TNA Impact Wrestling for December 5th, 2013, and sadly I heard about the spoilers for this show, which definitely hurts my enjoyment of the matches, knowing who's going to win the tournament, but it's not like I can erase my memory or something, so I'm kind of screwed. And it's my own fault too, no one spoiled it for me. I saw the link, I clicked it. I couldn't resist. I was bored. I was at school and I figured, fuck it, I'm going to read the Impact spoilers. But anyways, this show starts off with this weird promo video. They use these graphics of these like people staring at a monitor. And I don't know what they were thinking with this. It looked really shitty. I don't know what the purpose was. I guess it was to make the title tournament feel really important, so they had like these guys staring at a monitor, and it was just really bad CGI type shit. Did not care for that. But Kurt Angle comes out and he shows the footage of Magnus hurting his knee last week when they were doing the 8-man tag match. And Magnus comes out and Kurt says, you know, champions work hurt. Do you have what it takes to be a champion? Magnus says he does. Rude comes out, says Magnus will never be a champion. And then Jeff Hardy comes out. He's got new entrance music. It sounds god awful. I guess it's from his new CD, Plurality of Worlds or something like that. It is terrible music. And Hardy comes out and he gets a Hardy chant started. He just starts chanting his own name. So I thought that was kind of lame too. It's Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Roode in a tables match. At one point both guys go through a table on the outside, and they do the whole thing with Earl Hebner and all the referees saying, well, who went through first? I don't know, I think Roode went through, and this guy says, no, Hardy went through. They did that whole thing, but they did it during commercial. So when they came back, we just got the highlights from it. I thought that was a really smart idea. But eventually Hardy kicks Roode off the apron. Roode goes through the table. Hardy gets the win. He advances in the tournament. Match was good. I like this match. Then we get a video of EC3. He's getting makeup, and he says next Thursday he's challenging one of the greatest legends in wrestling. And I think what they're doing is they're building up to EC3 versus Sting. Next week he's going to call out some jabroni again. But eventually Sting is going to come out and accept the challenge, I think. Something like that. So I definitely feel like it's going to be EC3 versus Sting. Dixie Carter said she got a letter from AJ Styles' agent saying that he would be returning the belt. Then we get EC3. He comes out and he says tonight his opponent is a legend who's been in the ring with Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, and as soon as he said that I was like, it's Hebner, and Bret Hart. And of course it is Earl Hebner, and he tells Hebner he's going to have a match with him, and Rockstar Spud brings out Earl Hebner's son to referee the match, and he tells Hebner to lay down, or he's going to put him down. And this is really the first time EC3's really had to cut a promo, and I thought he did a good job here. I thought this was good. Some of it was a little silly, but this was a good segment. So Hebner lays down, EC3 pins him with one finger, his son makes the count, and then he has Earl Hebner's son roll him out of the ring, and Hebner just falls to the floor like he's selling something, but he never actually took any damage. So yeah, it was pretty funny, but he has his son raise his hand and everything, and seemed like he got a lot of heat for this, so I definitely like this segment. We get another video of Samuel Shaw and his date with Christy Hemme. She gets up to go to the bathroom. Samuel Shaw grabs the waiter, says he's going to rip his eyes out for looking at his girl. So he's definitely becoming more serial killerish, I guess you would say. Then Dixie Carter announces that next week it's going to be a feast or fired. She's got 4 briefcases. She's going to let some of the wrestlers open them, and they can potentially win a world title shot, a tag team title shot, an X Division title shot, or they could get fired. So someone's getting fired next week. Bad Influence comes out because they have evidence about Joseph Park, the true story of Joseph Park. And Joseph Park comes out and says, guys, please just stop all of this. But they play this footage of going to Park and Park headquarters, and they find out that the headquarters closed down 13 years ago. And Joseph Park is like, guys, please just leave me alone. But Bad Influence beats him down. Eric Young runs out to make the save, and Bad Influence runs away, and Eric Young challenges them to a tag match next week. And I assume that what's going on with Joseph Park is something happened, he lost his law firm, and then he became Abyss. I know that kind of contradicts some past TNA storylines, especially the stuff with James Mitchell, but I can't really think of anything else. It has to be that he lost his job and then became Abyss, so I really have no idea, but I actually did enjoy this segment. I was pretty interested. Sting is backstage. He goes to talk to Magnus and tells him he's proud of him. Then we get the Bromans versus James Storm and Gunner. Match was okay, actually. It was pretty average, nothing special at all, but it was an okay match. And Storm hits Jesse with the last call super kick. He's got him beat, but Robbie E spits beer in Gunner's face, so Gunner attacks Robbie E. The referee's distracted by this, so he can't make the count. He tries to pull Gunner off of Robbie E, and Gunner pushes the ref, so the ref disqualifies Gunner and James Storm. So the Bromans win the match. Storm is still pissed off at Gunner. I guess they're going to do Gunner versus James Storm eventually, but I really don't know who that's supposed to help. It's definitely not going to help James Storm. I feel like they're really just wasting time with this until they can find something to really push James Storm. But yeah, I mean, this is just holding James Storm back. It could potentially help Gunner if they wanted to turn him into a monster heel, because he's obviously going to be the heel if he's feuding with James Storm. So yeah, it's just a waste of time is what it is. Backstage, Sting is going to see Kurt Angle. Rockstar Spud stops him. He acts like he doesn't know who Sting is and then tells him to leave. They announce next week it's going to be Austin Aries versus Chris Sabin for the X Division title. They show one of those small videos of Chris Sabin. I guess he was talking to his X Division title. And then we get another promo from Gail Kim and her husband, that chef guy. I think he was the host of Dinner Impossible. I think that was the name of it. But they cut a promo together, and I guess he's a heel. But then we get Gail Kim versus Laura Dennis, who's also known as Cherry Bomb on the Indies. And she's actually pretty good on the Indies, but you wouldn't know that from this match. This match was pretty bad. Gail Kim beats her with Eat Defeat. After she beats her, she hits Eat Defeat again. Lady Tapa is about to lay out Cherry Bomb, and ODB runs out and fights them off. So that was pretty much it, but it was cool to see Cherry Bomb on TV, but like I said, the match, it just wasn't very good. So the main event is Magnus versus Kurt Angle, last man standing match. And I wanted to like this match. It started off slow, but just when it was about to get good, the ref takes a bump, Bobby Roode runs in, lays out Kurt Angle. He can't make the 10 count, so Magnus wins the match. Afterwards, Roode attacks Angle. Jeff Hardy runs out, fights Roode off, and Hardy and Magnus shake hands. So it's going to be Hardy versus Magnus for the new TNA World title. Backstage, Dixie Carter gets her package that she thinks is AJ Styles returning the belt, but it's really like a fake toy belt, so she's pissed off. And then the show ends with a final message from the Friends of AJ Styles video, with AJ saying, "I see you got my package, and I'm the real TNA champion. If you want the belt, you're going to have to take it from me." So that was Impact this week. I thought it was a pretty average show. It wasn't really bad, but it also wasn't very good. It was just kind of in between this week. I guess going forward it's going to be Hardy versus Magnus. Whoever wins that, I know who wins that. I just don't want to reveal it for anybody who doesn't want spoilers. Whoever wins that is going to feud with AJ. Then you got Bobby Roode versus Angle. Possibly an Austin Aries versus Chris Sabin feud. Joseph Park returning as Abyss, I guess. James Storm versus Gunner. And then EC3 will probably feud with Sting, since when Sting left the Main Event Mafia, he said that there were some people in the back who had a sense of entitlement that he wanted to deal with, and I assume that's EC3. So probably an EC3 Sting feud, and at some point I'm sure Christy Hemme is going to be kidnapped by Samuel Shaw and end up in his basement or something. But anyways, that's my review of the show this week. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments, and thanks for watching.